tried to film a vlog last week. Didn't really work. This is the pitiful amount of footage that I have from last week.
1, 2, 3, 4, A minor 7 to D7 to G major 7 to C major 7, F sharp half diminished to B7 to 2 bars of E minor or E minor 7, and that sequence of
I wanted to do this video for about half a year now, and I couldn't really find anything similar on YouTube, so I will try to replace my... It's quite chilly out here, okay? I'll try to do it as quickly as possible. I will try to replace my phone with the Apple Watch and check its functionality. I will only be using my watch for whatever it's capable of doing. If I cannot watch live streams on Instagram, I will have to use my phone to do that. But if my watch is capable of checking the feed on my Instagram, I will have to use my watch. And obviously for any university work, I can use my computer. This is a very basic day. I literally just wake up, get ready for classes, sit through my lectures. Okay, wait, it's way too cold. I'm gonna go inside. The lighting outside is way better, and my room wasn't clean enough, so I had to do a quick cleanup. You can still hear that my nose is blocked. Back to the topic. So yeah, the watch is still capable of waking me up in the morning, and it even has a nightstand dock option, so it looks like a little desk watch. However, I was not able to track my sleep last night because the watch does not support the sleep cycle app that I use on my phone that I put next to my pillow, so it tracks my sleep. Besides, the watch needed to be charged overnight anyway, so it didn't help either. In the mornings, I normally go through all the notifications that I've received overnight in the notification center. However, the watch does not show me any of the notifications that I've received overnight. Those are really quiet shower because I normally play music through my phone, but the Apple Watch couldn't find the Bluetooth speakers as an audio output source, and it would be too cumbersome to set it up on the watch. I don't even think it's possible to do that. Then I went off to one of my classes, which is the invertebrates class, where we had to do a lab on mosquito larvae habituation. In this lab, we're supposed to observe the behavior of mosquito larvae, and I wanted to film the larvae, but I can't do that with my phone because I'm not using the phone and the watch can't film. I also have several reminders on the lock screen of my phone constantly hanging, so I won't forget to do this or that, or call someone, or go to a meeting. Those I couldn't see on the watch, and if I would want to see those reminders, I would have to go to the Reminders app, which is way too cumbersome to do. We're also supposed to wait in between the experiments for like 10 minutes, and I would normally use my phone, but I can't. It's really frustrating you can't get the full Instagram experience either because you can't watch stories or reply to people if they message you. Then I had to call in for a meeting, which was totally not awkward because the watch for some reason didn't want to work together with the AirPods, so I had to speak through the watch speakers. I need to call someone in the university because I have a meeting with them. I also have a very blocked nose. I need to call someone and I need to figure out how to do that on the watch, so let us see how long that will take. Maybe I can call through a headphone, so it's less awkward. Hello Emma, this is George. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Well, that was awkward because I don't know what happened, but it said handed off to iPhone, so it just hung up. So I'm just gonna try again and call awkwardly through the watch, being like a spy. Hey Emma, this is George. Sorry for the previous call. Yeah, hi. The call quality was not perfect, but it was adequate. Then on my way to the meeting, I found out that the watch does not support SoundCloud for some reason anymore. It used to have the app, now it doesn't. So now comes the big challenge. I'm gonna try to play music via the via the watch to the AirPods through the phone. Let's see if that works. Let's see how long that takes. There is no SoundCloud app. Play. Hey, it's playing music. Now I can see how long it took me to start playing music via the watch. Okay, so I'm home now, and I had to do dishes, and how frustrating was it that I couldn't use my watch to launch a podcast, and Siri doesn't want to listen to me, especially when the name of the podcast is in Russian and my Siri is set to English. I never realized it, but the Apple Watch doesn't have a WhatsApp app, so in order to message my dad, I had to use my phone. During classes, I normally record the lectures, but the Apple Watch doesn't allow to do that, so I'll have to use my phone to do that. One of the really good apps that works better on the watch than on the phone is the app that's called iStudies. It always keeps me on my toes, and it doesn't let me miss lectures unless I oversleep. So basically it lets me know how much time is left of the lecture and how much free time I have until the next lecture. Besides, the Apple Watch has a few more apps that are quite convenient to use on the watch. For example, Swarm. The main problem is Siri. It only understands me and hears me 70 to 80% of the time if it's completely quiet around me. So there's no music or no course mates talking around me. Hey Siri, how much is 1 stone? Hello. Call Lars via WhatsApp. Call Lars via WhatsApp. Oh my god. Hey Siri, what does my day look like tomorrow? When is my birthday? Define fish. Define ectoparasites. Nope. Define ectoparasites. Nope. Define endoparasites. Okay, so endoparasites it can do. Set a timer for 10 minutes. How tall is Bill Gates in meters? Do I have any new emails? Play the Cult of Mac podcast. Show me images of penguins. Messaging people, sending like small messages, is not that difficult on the watch because there's the scribble option. However, the scribble option only works for English or Chinese, I think. English and Chinese. If I wanted to type in Russian, for example, I could send one of the pre-made responses as in thank you, can I call you back later, etc. Otherwise, I would have to dictate the answer, and that's not convenient, especially not in lectures. Я тестирую русский язык на часах. The Apple Watch, however, is much better at sending and receiving those iMessage additions that Apple has included in the iMessage app. For example, sending the heart is way more convenient on the watch because not only does it take the real-time heart rate of you and sends it to the recipient, it also receives the heartbeat in a different way, and using haptic feedback it transfers it with little pulses onto your wrist. A lot of apps are still not supported by the Apple Watch, which is really frustrating. Launch the DR radio. Hey Siri, launch the DR radio app. And some apps for the watch that I don't use, they're for the watch literally just to have support for the watch. They don't have much functionality. One of the biggest drawbacks is the time that it takes Siri and apps to launch. I can wait ages for Siri to respond to me, and the time that it takes for some apps to launch, sometimes I feel like it's quicker for me to take my phone out and launch the app on the phone. That's not all apps, that's just a select few. Despite everything I've said so far, I'm trying to find all the drawbacks that I'm really good at. I'm not really good at finding the positive stuff. The Apple Watch is one of the best things that helps me in my everyday life, especially with notifications and reminders, and it doesn't let me miss my lectures, forget about them, for example. I'm not hating on the watch, I'm just pointing out that it's not perfect. Yet, it is the best that is out there so far. Yo.